Hello, ladies and gentlemen. This is ACryInShame, part of the Long Journey Divided team, bringing you more Factorio. It's been a few days since I recorded the last episode. I did get around to getting that wall up and everything, but I haven't really done any recordings lately. So I know we got the train rails set up and whatnot. We really need to get into what's next on our agenda. Got Science 2 going, so that's good. Got advanced electronics being researched. And I guess we're soon going to have to get into getting oil set up. And if I remember, it's only these two spots up here for oil. So we can do the oil refinery stuff up here. We do have to worry about the biters being right above us there. And I think that's the biggest part of it. I mean, we don't have another oil section somewhere, so that is definitely a worry that we will have to handle in the very near future. Hopefully maybe up here while it's scanning, or maybe down this line as it's scanning, we'll find something. But it doesn't look like there's oil near us, so that's going to be a bit of a trouble. In the meantime, let's go ahead and get everything else running. So, what was our goals? I know we had the rail side. We don't think we ever established the next goal. And, oh, we got that going. Advanced, we could do that and unlock the electronic furnaces, which would be nice to have. But we need to get the advanced circuits kind of set up and running before we can really rely on that. So we need to get oil going, so that's our next step, would be oil to get that going. So sulfur might be good. We did mention the automated rails, so I might want to grab those first. Or even the research speed. Let's do research speed now, because we don't need the automated rails until we really get things set up. So, let's see here. So got all that going. But until we get the plastic and running and whatnot, we can't really get the advanced circuits going. So maybe that's the next thing we need to get going, is get the advanced circuits being created. Let's see. Get two of those crafting. Get rid of this while we're at it. Right, the engines crafting, we can get the electronic engines going as well. And we could try to jump right into getting sorry about that. We could try to get into getting the robots running, but not necessary at this particular point. Like, not this moment. So I'm not too worried about that. Go ahead and start creating plastics. Right, we need coal up here as well. Get that going. Craft that wall. We have auto crafting on that, right? So here's a coal line here that we could build off of. So maybe that's what we need to do, is build off this coal line here. That should be fine. It's a bit of a long way from the coal. That should be fine. Let me go ahead and set this up before running away from it. And we need some piping. Oh, of course it is. One spot away. Of course. Get the fuel set up so I can start crafting. There. So let that beginning on the crafting section of that, and then we'll go ahead and get this with a nice iron chest for a bit of buffer room, so that I can start storing away the plastic that it's creating. And we're going to need a whole lot of plastic, so I'm not going to put a limit on that. Get rid of this line here. We'll grab some coal, get this whole setup running. We need a splitter. Come on down here. There. So coal will head up there. Oh, that's all set up now. Alright, let's see. So this is good. This is good setup. Not too worried about the power at the moment. I think we're good, right? Might need to expand in the near future, but for now, we're okay. And then, actually, for the expansion part of this, I might have to tear this whole section down and craft it down further, because it's one, there's a lot more room down here, like a whole lot more room. I can like create an entire like power plant in this section here. Look at all that iron, man. We can create a whole power plant down here, and we can get the train, not the train, but like there's a whole setup I use to get the higher end power running, where it's like the boilers are one space away with the inserters in between them, so they all power each other pretty easily. So alright, so what else do we need? What's the next step? We're doing the advanced circuits, right? So we have two choices on the advanced circuit. Either one, we can go ahead and craft them all the way out there, or we'll craft them down here. Well, let's see what the advanced circuits require. They require iron plate and copper cable. For it's electronic, sorry. They require electric circuits, plastic, and cable. So I think it might be best to pipe down the cable or the plastic down here and just create a section like right here for the advanced circuits. I think that's our best bet. So I'm going to go ahead and get that set up. That's going to be our next step, is get those advanced circuits, those plastics, all the way down here. A bit of a pain due to the long distance of it, because it's so darn far away. All the way out here. I mean, our other choice would be to move the actual crafting of it, like have it where it's piping the petroleum all the way down. That's actually probably not a bad idea, because we already have the coal line down there. Do I want to do that? Is that really what I want to do? Do I want to go through that effort to do that? I'm just worried about the case of it spending more time. That's fine. You know what? The buffer room for plastic will be fine. So we're doing that. We're doing the original plan. If we have to tear things apart and move them around later on, we can. It's not a big deal. We shall be fine. So that's going to set up like that. So I'm going to go ahead and just pull right off of that section there. And what we can do here is we can leave this as a buffer room. I mean, not that it's needed, mind you. Let's get rid of that. I don't want to create filters. I have plenty of them sitting right here from accidental crafting before. Let's do that. There we go. Yeah, I'm going to do this now. That's fine. Up, over, there. That'll balance it. Not that it's going to need balancing, but yeah, whatever. It's just so that both sides can be filled up. Alright, so we're going to keep going across. There's the stone line. We can run parallel to the stone line. Run below the radar. And we have enough space on the side here. I think it ends right here, right? Like I can't place a... Yep, okay. So, how to go about this? I think I'm gonna run under here, maybe. Gonna craft a few more of these guys. I can mostly run parallel. Oh, ran out of track. Okay. Go ahead. Well, not track, but transfer belt. Running parallel to this should be fine. All that plastic coming down. I mean, with our current setup for petroleum, we should be doing decently on our numbers for it. But I don't have a whole lot of faith in that being the end-all, be-all of the supply for it. do that here. Because how that's all set up. I might be able to do that. Move that. Ha! Figured it out. Come on. There. There. Perfect. Okay. So that's good. Actually, pull right off of here, can I? Well, look at that. Ain't that convenient? So I just need plastic, electronic circuits, and some copper. So this is all I need. Sweet. I should be auto crafting that stuff too, but I'll worry about that later. So we'll go ahead and craft some more filter. Transfer the wow, inserters. Well, I am doing good today, as good as I usually do with our whole naming things. I'm gonna come straight down here, connect that piece there. Yep, here they come. I'm gonna go straight down here, and then we're gonna go ahead and get a splitter. Remove that stuff from our belt. And we're going to need to get some of these guys. So with the splitter here, we're going to combine this and the plastics just like that. So we have them next to each other, so it's easier to filter things through. Run straight next to it, I guess, would work. I think that should be fine. Yeah. Come down to the side here. And then for the wires, is this the one it needs, or is it more than that? 4. These craft 3, right? 2. So by doing 2, that should supply everything it needs, and then some. So go there, just like that. Put those around. Lab speed's taking a while to research. Is it the labs themselves? Yeah, it's the small amount of labs I have that's taken that so long. Do that. Alright, then these are going to be here and here to run just like that. And then, well, put the first one right there. And then we need the long-handed inserters, get a few of those. Get a few fast inserters. And we're gonna need more of these guys. Alright. Got that crafting. That comes straight up here. We'll start putting these into a chest for now. Mainly because I want to get these things rolling. And the thing is, I've actually learned a number of other tactics when it comes to building a base since I recorded the first 3 episodes, but I'd have to tear things down and put them back to make it work. And I'm like, I really don't feel like doing that, so we're not going to do that. We're going to continue the gameplay as is. Like the whole bus system, I mean, it works. Like, it all branches out and get all you need and all set up. But there's quicker methods of doing it. And our current setup with the labs, it's far too tiny. having only these 6 slabs, it's too slow. It really is. I'd rather have much bigger space and more labs, so I might have to move the whole lab setup. I mean, with our current setup, what I could do is move it down here, like clear out this section here and put the labs there, which would be fine, actually. We don't currently have the blue, right? The next slab, the third science packs. Alright, so we have these 3 crafting our advanced circuits, which is good. I'll just pull from here as it needed for what I'm doing. So, now that we got the advanced circuits rolling, let's see, what is next? What is the next step of what we need? Let's see. So we have oil running, we have that mostly done. I guess defenses wouldn't be a bad idea to really get the fences set up, because we have walls, right? We need more walls, because we still need this opening here to be covered. Did I set the auto crafting for the wall here, since I got the stone rolling down here? But did I actually start the auto crafting for the wall? Look at all that plastic. It's all backing up. I don't think I did I? It doesn't look like I did. So I have not started the crafting for the auto crafting for the walls. Right? Doesn't look like it. Just double checking before I think I'm crazy. Yeah, it looks like that's exactly the case. I did not start the auto crafting for the walls. So let's get the auto crafting for the walls. And it seems like this here. I'm not worried about the plastic, so also I'm not even gonna bother setting that to a higher end. Like, look at this plastic setup. We are backed up in plastic. We are fine. Not worried about that in the least. So let's go ahead and get the auto crafting for the wall. We need. I prefer to have electric furnace here, so I don't have to like use this again. That's our small steel setup here. I can pull from right here though, so that should be fine. Yep, that's gonna be fine. Let's see. I need 2 splitters. I need iron apparently. A lot of iron. Yoink! Thank you. 2 splitters, I got the tracks I need. I'm holding a whole bunch of stone already. I have a steel furnace, so that's good. So here's what we're going to do. We're going to pull from here, right there. No big deal. And then we're going to need underground belt. Expand this out. There. Down here, flip this around this way, have that meet up here. This is like so messed up on how I'm setting this up, but it's fine. It's hardly an issue. So make this go as close to here as possible. Kind of conserve a little bit of space. Then we need some fast inserters. Should probably start getting set up for like auto crafting inserters and such. Cause I know we have this setup here. We have the inserters for 2, but we're going to need another setup similar to this, or pull from this line for the inserters to start creating the fast inserter setup. Is that not? Yeah, I don't think so. Okay, so that we can start working on the blue, which actually I might create the blue here if I can fit it there. That actually might not be a bad idea. I'm not sure what the Science Pack 3s completely need, and it looks like we're actually running low on copper. Just a little bit, not a whole lot, mind you, but we are still running a little low. So I might have to go and dive into that a little bit. Get these set up to expand out more, or upgrade to steel, which is probably what I'm end up doing, is upgrading to steel. Alright, so that's good. So we can do that. Actually, you know what? I don't need that. Walls are pretty simple. Let that cook up. I might put like one here for my personal thing to work with. Yeah, because all I need is stone, so just do that. Can't go to the next lab speed. I think I might want to go ahead and see if I can grab power distribution. Is probably a good idea. This is the cargo wagons and the train stops. I need to see, where is it? Where is the blue sulfur? And then battery? Yeah, it's battery. Because I need to look at this and kind of see what I need. I mean, we need to work batteries. You've got the advanced circuits. Filter inserters are pretty easy. Already got steel running. So we can get Science Pack 3s pretty much going, except for the battery part of it. So let's go ahead and get into the next research level here. Because for the longest time I felt like getting oil set up was such a difficult and annoying task. But it's far easier as soon as you like learn it. I mean, it's the same for everything. As soon as you learn how to do it, you know, it's a lot easier to work with because now you know how to do it. So this is definitely one of those cases where as soon as you learn how the setup needs to work, you can more or less jump into it. With that being said, I need some more stone brick. So I'd probably want to go ahead and... Why is that not transferring into there? Oh, because the wall's maxed out. Right, so I will need to start storing the walls. I'm going to put it at the end here. Have that there. I have the nope, can't do that. I need the conveyor belt here. And start storing the walls right here. And that's going to be the line there. So I can just place this right here. There we go. We can expand this out further. I am going to need to create more steel furnaces. So, more steel furnaces. I should probably create at least one of these guys so that it's not so I can actually start building up on the stone bricks for the other steel furnaces I want to create. I do want that running. Upgrade that. These need to upgrade as well. They're so slow. Everything's so slow. Alright. Going a little crazy here. My mind's getting everywhere. So we're getting the stone set up. Stone bricks, whatnot. We're going to need some more crafting here, so we're going to need some iron. Steal from this line here, should be fine. Let's see what else we got going on. Advanced circuits are doing well. We are at 138 advanced circuits already. In a very short time too. So can't really complain there. It's already been like 20 minutes into this game. I don't feel like I've done much. So first, need some steel. There we go, much better. Get that set up for the walls. Let's see, I can limit this to a 200 should be fine. That probably, as soon as this gets maxed out, I mean, I can pull 200 at a time, and I don't have to come back for it for a while. But I don't think I'm going to need more than that. Honestly, I think even what I'm doing here is a little overdoing it for the setup, and I can go ahead and do 200 there to limit that. I'm going to need a few more fast inserters, so I need some copper. I think I just need advanced circuits, if I'm correct on that. I thought so. Let's grab the circuits themselves instead of crafting them. So, go ahead and drop that, and that, that, and that. Power line. I'm gonna go ahead and just craft all the power lines, because that's like the last of it. I really want to start like touching at all. I don't want to continue using these small power lines. Alright, So I'll start crafting up that, and then I'll start building that. I got the walls building. So yeah, that's all good. We can walk away from that. That's done. Okay, we do want to increase our lab efficiency by adding more to this. So let's build some more labs. We need some electronic circuits and iron gears. So let's grab some iron. Let's grab some circuits. I'm on the conveyor belt while doing that. Alright, and we need some more steel furnaces. So I should be able to replace the rest of the furnaces down here with steel furnaces, which should increase how quickly that runs. So these should take a lot less time for the individual crafting, which will increase the flow of materials. Now there. Can't go further because this is in the way for now, but that will be fixed momentarily. I don't want any green signs go on that. Oh no, I broke it! Oh, I completely broke it. Turn that to that side, and then this can go up. It's only broke momentarily, but it was broken for a second there. That was a little frightening, to say the least. Let's see, 2 long-handled, 2 more long-handled, and then I can do 2 fast. Even though I only need 1 long-handled for this section, because I can't put another one there. But it would normally set up like that. Okay, so that's a few more labs added. How's our power going? We are in need of power, but it looks like it wasn't producing the full amount. So let's grab some iron before I go wandering over there, because we might need to craft a bunch of engines. 7, 10. Let's craft some more. 18, so that should be the plenty for that, and yeah, okay, cool. Should be good then. If you have to create another line, we should be fine. Let's go check it out. So what is the issue here? So the last 3 are not being filled. So temperature is not getting maxed out, which means we're not producing the full amount. But we still are in need of more. Okay, so we need to increase our output with our drills here. Now we can continue with the burner miner drill setup, or we can actually use the electric drills, which I think at this point in time we can start using electric drills. Oh, sorry about that. I hit the I kind of punched the mic there. So what I can do is I can go ahead and remove these trees. Place this right here, add a power line, and that immediately adds to that. Then depending on how close these are, I might be able to add to here. No, they're not close enough. I have to go on this side of everything. I want to add to the lines already here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to get these trees out of the way, place this here, and just do this. There we go. So I just added 3 more miners to it. We've already gotten back to the second one there, so there's 2 more. And then as soon as those 2 are picked up as well, then we know we're good. Sorry, my table keeps squeaking as I'm moving. It's rather annoying. Alrighty, so actually what I want to do is I want to tear this down and actually move it down here. So I'm going to go ahead and craft 10 of these. I need 10. Get battery rolling. 10, 11, 12, 13. Then I'm going to need 10, 1, 2, 3 for 13 of those as well. And I think that's it for now. This whole section is going to be completely redone, because I found a much better way of setting this up, so that's what I'm going to do. Get some of these trees out of the way, because they're going to get in the way fairly easily with the setup that I'm trying to work with. I'm going to try to make it so the power is not completely cut off while I'm working on this. So I'm going to set up the new section first, and then I'm going to tear down the old section. Getting all these trees out of the way. We've been helping for now with the pollution, but they are going to eventually fail, and things will spread out further than the trees can prevent them from doing so. They're doing pretty well. They're really preventing, like this, I should have been attacked multiple times already, and that's really holding off on the, I should have attacked over and over and over again with the amount of setup I have. Alright, do I want to have it here? Yes, I do, because this thing is huge, so I'm not worried about that. So I'm going to want the pump here, as close as possible. We have a total of 13. I'm going to want the track right here. No, one away, not right next to it. One away. I want the inserters here. It means I can do that. I'm trying not to break this yet, so I don't want underground pipes. As far as possible. And then put this line down. That's going to be a little annoying, that little spot there. So landfill it is. Do I have landfill research? I don't know if I do. I do not, because I don't think I needed it right away, so that makes sense. That's actually, pretty much like me to do that. I don't want to craft more of these stupid things. But I might have to. I have to call it over there to do that. Oi. Alright. Give me a minute. 1 second, guys. Alright guys, as you saw, we're actually running a little low on copper setup, so we're going to need to expand the copper out as well. So, while that, I want to go ahead and craft a few electric drills while we're out here. Yeah, craft those. I want to make sure I have enough electric poles for what I'm doing down here. And right there should be fine. Go ahead and do the extension all the way down. Alright, so that's good. So we put the line next to it. We'll be fine. There we go. So those all start going, making sure they're all running. Alright, cool. So we've obviously increased the power here. Next we have to tear down this section. So what we're going to do is, we're going to break the line here. Put that there. Put this down here, and then remove this whole section. Get rid of these first, I guess. It's good for what it's doing, but we need it to be a little expansive, and where it's set up right now, it's not possible. So that got us running for the first 3 episodes, but now it's got to be redone. That's something too, you gotta not be afraid of tearing everything down, because it's going to happen, and it's fine. It's not an issue when you have to tear things down. Especially later on when you got the robots. Because when you got the robots, it doesn't matter at all. So the next thing is, we got to go ahead and put another line, 13. We'll go ahead and grab our inserters. Now they're going to pull from the backlog of the boilers and just keep it going that way. So we only need the one line to supply all of it. Go ahead and put the pump right here. Have that all heating up. At this point, I guess you can kind of see what I'm doing here. It does need to move over just a tad. So there. I'll set up boiler, so that it matches up. Run some piping, like that. And add the line. Okay, so until we get the landfill set up, that's going to be annoying because I can't place it right there. I don't want to like place something down either. So that's the whole line there. We have 2 full lines, all evened out and all being powered. It looks like I've cut the line somewhere because it's not being fully powered. Yeah, I did. Cut it right over here somewhere. There we go. So yeah, now we're at double what we were before, and we can easily power everything. So we're good. We're good on that. Just let that run. That's perfectly fine. Power is good. We'll need to increase it later on, obviously. Cool. Battery's done, so we can actually get our setup for our science packs. So we need to get the battery going, so we need sulfuric acid, which is a fun one to be sure. So let's get the landfill. That shouldn't take too long. Alright, so for sulfuric acid, you need water and petroleum gas. So we can transport the physical item down as well, like we do for our plastic. We're out of petroleum? We're out of petroleum, because these are maxed out and we're no longer pumping. Oi, well that's rather annoying. Mostly the light, which it could turn into stuff, but yeah. Alright, so can't quite get that going because we're running a little issue on the petroleum, because look, we've like put it all into put all our petroleum into doing this, and it's like, alright, well, now that we've used all the petroleum like that, it's hard to use it for other things, like the sulfuric acid, for instance. Sulfuric acid. So just, I'm trying to think of how I want to go about this. Do you want to have it split for only one line? I think that might be a good idea to have it split for just the one side, just to prevent us from like overusing it like we are currently, because we honestly are overusing it. So we'll do that so that it'll go on the right side and it'll back up a lot faster. Cool, landfill's done. That was easy. Advanced electronics, probably wouldn't hurt because we got robotics done. But let's also get tool belt and other things running too. So that's all good. We're going to go ahead and grab a chemical plant, place it right here. We're going to create ourselves some sulfur. Then we're going to put one away from there, right. And then create some sulfur. We're going to need some water, so we're going to need a pump. And we're going to need some pipes. So we need to have the exit there. Perfect. Laying down some pipe. I'm doing underground pipe because it's a lot easier to walk around when you use underground pipe instead of regular. Oh, that's going to be annoying. Did not see that. So let's move this back one more, because you don't want it to match up with the other pipe. That would be bad. And underground pipe again. Once again, to make sure that we're not like pushing more petroleum into here than we are in here. That's all that we're doing here. There. So that's all set up. Place that there. Let's go start creating some sulfur. As soon as we get more petroleum in here. That seems to be the current issue. So we need to get a storage tank. And let's see. I guess what I could do, could use the other line of this to move the sulfur down. It's not a bad idea. Rather than creating a whole nother line. I'm liking that idea actually. I think that's what we're gonna do. So let me just grab all this plastic here to clear it out. Okay, cool. Go straight down here. Let me just change our setup. That's all we need to do. It's a really simple fix at this point. I'm gonna need more copper. A lot of more copper at this point. Next thing is copper. That's the next thing. Alright, so that's set up that way. So all we need to do is get our filter inserter. Put it right there. We're going, no, how are we going to do this? We want to increase the point here. Take that off. Put that to plastic. There. So that the sulfur won't get mixed up in the system there. And we will need to set up the sulfuric acid for the batteries over here. So that's the next thing is the batteries. What else does battery need? Just the acid. Okay. Cool, so we can do this. Sulfur come down. We're going to do underground belt. And then we're going to do a sword splitter is how we're going to do this. So it shouldn't be too hard to work with. Can even move that, however. So we need filter inserter here and here. This filter will be filtering plastic. This will filter sulfur to split the lines. Plastic will go here. Sulfur will come around, continuing down the line. Yes, this is very janky. I don't care. It'll work just fine. As long as I can find a spot to put the power. Perfect. It's like I planned this out or something. Alright. That is fantastic. That worked. I'm not sure how, but it worked. We're good. So I did grab those alcohol plastic I have now, put that away. And all the stone I'm carrying. Ugh. My inventory is a mess. So let's get this going up here. And we can worry about my inventory after that. So we have the miners here already. Can't really put this here. The water? Yeah. So let's go ahead and move this. There. Should be fine. Done. Create the automation so I can get trains rolling as soon as I need to without any worry. There to there. Come out here. There we go. And then kick the power back up. And we're good. So that's covering all these pieces here. We've now doubled the supply of copper. I'm going to add this last piece here as well. So I'll move that over just a smidge. Because I moved it right in the way of where I need to place other things. There. So right now this, yeah, these two here are not being mined up because of the way this setup is. All this water. So, right, I have landfill. Right, let me do some landfill here. Haven't really worked with this since the update. So this might be good. I should be able to place another one down, assuming that I put enough here. Ah! It's fantastic! Alright, cool. Awesome. So that's good. Now the trees are in my way. Let's come on down. Let's put the last power piece down as well. Then we can go and fix the sulfur to get that rolling. Come all the way down here. Fill in this spot here. Move this line and place our engine down. Perfect. Awesome. So we got those two lines done. Got the copper being mined up. Doing pretty darn good on the coal front. Ooh, excuse me. And I just gotta fix this piece here. So put up, come on. Put all that in there. Make that so that it won't be continuously used. And then this should be continuing. Awesome. Fantastic. So that'll continue pulling from here, which means sulfur is going to be crafted. So we're going to have to put that down. We're going to need underground belts. So sulfuric acid is being crafted. Or, yeah, sulfur is being crafted, not the acid as of yet. And sulfur's coming down that lane. Perfect. Cool. So this will continuously be, these will continue to craft the items that's required. I'm going to work in the near future of getting, because the lubricant's full, yeah, that's full. Get flamer fuel running as soon as we get the flammables researched, which I don't really need flamer fuel at the moment, because I really don't need the flamethrower. Though they did upgrade it to it works a lot better now, because they had to change how fire works. So cool, so plastic's backing up. I can check over here, still over 600 pieces of plastic, so yeah, that'll easily fill up. Sulfur's going to come down. Let's get blue set up. Get these out of inventory while I'm at it. Okay, cool. So this lab area I don't like either, so I might have to move the lab as soon as I get the blue science set up. But one step at a time, shall we? So, chemical plant. I'm going to need some steel to craft more chemical plants. Let's grab the steel from here. I'm stealing steel. Do that. How's the wall? Perfect. Oh, that's good. That worked fantastically. So I might want to go ahead and pull that one at it. Because we're going to need to do a lot of wall crafting. Like right here. Put a wall right there. Okay, chemical plant. So I'm going to need water. Oh, look at that. Water's right there. Fantastic. Into batteries. So run away. I need sulfuric acid. Okay, that's done. Shall we do flammables just to get that set up? Why not? So sulfuric acid, we'll need sulfur and iron plates. So iron plates that are here, we'll go ahead and do the split. Have this right. That goes here, comes down here, just like that. Need more underground. Splitter goes there. And transfer belt. Okay. Got more transfer belt. There we go. And we need to come this way. There. And more fast inserters. Yeah, fast inserters, come on. Right there. And water, so we need a pump. And underground. Cool. Flamethrower would be next, but I'm going to need military 2, it seems. So let's go ahead and do that. Because with military 2 we can get the better ammo anyway. I usually have auto crafting ammo, but with the trees we didn't really need to do that because they kind of prevented the massive destruction that the biters would have caused normally. So you don't have to worry nearly as much as we normally do. But having that set up is still a good idea. And out of iron, okay. I want to have that pipe there. Let's go ahead and do that. Got some iron, create 2 pipes. Sorry, we're going to have 3 pipes. Okay, so there's a water supply. Oh, that's done. So do we want to, okay, a second. Alright, I think that was an autosave. Next up, electric. Might be a good idea. Get the better electricity setups. As soon as we get blue running, that's probably my next thing is this. So let's get that set up. Alright, do that. There, we got sulfur running. Okay, now we have sulfur. Our next thing is the batteries themselves, which is going to be iron and copper plates. So we have the iron right here, so we can split off from there and do underground here. No problem. Another underground setup. We're gonna need some more iron. Because we're gonna need some more undergrounds. Excuse me. We need a splitter. Actually, no, I don't need this underground. Because what I can do is, I can put that here. Because I can't split here. Alright, so I will need the underground then. Never mind. Splitter, there. 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 So those are the 2 plates that are needed for this. Right, water's going to be in the way, so this is where we want the line. Then for the sulfuric acid can go... I should be able to go straight down, right? I can do long-handed inserters. Yeah. So I need to move it 1 more. So I need 1, 2. Yep. Batteries. Long handled. I'm gonna have to move it 1 more, actually. relatively long handlebar. Yeah. So go here, here, pipe will go here, and then there, and there. Yep. There we go. Batteries are set up. Start putting that out. This stack size, right? Tell that process. And then batteries will be crafted and pumped out. Well, what else do I really need batteries for besides this, really? Advanced circuits are coming out that way. Easily flip that around though, no big deal. So we have advanced circuits, we have the batteries, we need the filter inserter and steel plates. So we need steel plates, which are up here somewhere. Here's a steel line, which is more or less stopped because there's nothing else going to. And I can easily put it down here. Yeah, because I don't need that to go down like that. That's fine, just like that. So, oh, okay, that's done. Let's do the walls. Go ahead and get some undergrounds. We need some iron for. We'll get a splitter here to bring the steel down. Things are so tight when I set this stuff up. But we're seeing where I can go for this. That's fine. It's going to be okie day. What kind of setup was I doing here? It's weird. I don't understand why I wasn't just doing something like this. I'm not sure what I was thinking there, but whatever. So this is going to be a steel input right here. So that's steel. There we go. It's a little close with the kind of like this is the kind of the spaghetti factory aspect of it, because you can never, unless you like pre-plan to immense capacity, you can never really get everything to work perfect. So steel rolling in, we're gonna get the batteries and the advanced circuits rolling in as well. So go ahead and flip this, because we're not gonna have this go up. We're going to have this come down. All down here is fine. Roll right across here. Underground belts to here. That'll match up with that section. And they'll converge there. There we go. That'll converge right there. Oh, steel broke. Pickaxe broke. Axe or whatever. I think it's as axe, right? Steel axe, yeah. Alright, so we have all of that. We just need the filter inserter. So we have the inserters here, right, which are a little low because of our copper input. But nevertheless, it's still sitting right there. And for the last step so we need inserter. We need fast inserter. We didn't need fast inserter for anything? Thought we did. Electric circuits, iron plates, and inserters. Those two converging there. I'm trying to think of how I can set this up a little easier without going all freaking bonkers with it. That's exactly what's going to happen. The laser's rolling one up. Yeah, that roll is fine. Extra advanced circuits won't hurt anything. Trying to think of how I can get this set up in there. Because even if I go ahead and have it where I use these inserters to upgrade to fast inserters and such, I'm still going to need to bring down electric circuits. Yeah, just need electric circuits and iron down here as well. There's electric circuits here, so I can do a filter here for electric circuits. But I don't really see a good iron spot. I mean, that's about as good as it's going to get there, huh? I guess so. Underground belt away! Expand this out. Yep, I can do it. It's going to be a little weird, but it'll work. So I can create them down here. Filter, inserter, to underground belt. Filtering for inserter. Right, inserter. Power that. Alright, so that's good. Those batteries. Oh, right, I didn't put the inserters to remove the batteries from the thing itself. There. So that's being crafted. That's good. It's looking good. No, it's a faster way of doing this. I don't feel like manually doing that. That's annoying to manually do that. So I will have to do this. There we go. That'll fill that up. Which means this spot here will be the first they pull from before crafting more. Which is perfect. So, those are being done. Steel is up here. Last thing I need is the actual, well, iron needs to come down here too. So iron come down here, down side. Ooh, that's electric circuits, right? Don't want to mix those together. Huh. Interesting. Trying to pull from here, but it's a little more difficult than I thought. If I do a long-handed inserter, that should work. Perfect. A little slower than I would like, obviously, but should still do the trick. I need circuits down here, don't I, too? But, yeah, So I do need electronic circuits down here. So actually, what I had before will actually work because I need both of those pieces. Which really just means I need a lot more copper to be produced. So, steel. I'm like running around like all over the place. It's ridiculous. This is like I said before, like I had a better setup in my other game I was playing. But we are hitting that mark. So I'm going to go ahead and end this. So we'll go ahead and just do this. I need to create all the steel. So I'm going to go ahead and upgrade those steel furnaces, and I'll go ahead and see you guys later. Next step is we're going to go ahead and get the next science set up. So we didn't do a whole lot in this particular episode, so I apologize. So I really did get this all set up and kind of wire things around. It's a lot of walking, really. So thank you guys for watching. Hope you're enjoying the series so far. And this is ACryInShame, signing out.